On first down, Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Okay, double up. Big ass, big. Easy. No. Off.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. A gain of 6 there on first.
Great job.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was.
There goes Melvin Gordon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's it, baby.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Packers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. He's going to sling. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat 61. Matchbox lights. Inside. Hey, wahoo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Gano for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, Echo.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Go.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
319.
Slam.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey! 20.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I'm here all day.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
You ready?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Kill.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Green 18.
Check.
Green 18.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Hey, Alpha.
Snap comes at 1. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Rodgers again now. That's complete. It's Gordon. Some strong running at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Undercrunch. Switch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, 626.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
The
quick slant caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Mike 59. Mike 59.
Hey, seam 6.
59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go, D.
Back north.
Defense on deck.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers from the gun. He'll throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. A shotgun snap for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Great.
Don't get nervous.
Gun.
50's the mic. 50.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He'll let it go deep for fun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Short boot, take it at the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
Mike, look at him.
Off play action. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back to throw, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Slam. Check. Lucky. Over. Watch twist.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 26.
Check nickel.
Jump out.
Back 50.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go.
Now Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
55. Right there.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Melvin Gordon, 48 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
That's it. 180.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Set it.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And caught left side, Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Ready. 180.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
8.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton, that's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
50 to Mike. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the
20. Mike 50, Mike 50.
All day, baby, all day. Off. Mike's 50.
What are you?
Come on, D.
What are you?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me? Yeah, 55, Mike 55. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, check right, John. Watch 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check, crunch, crunch. Yeah, Liz.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike.
Bravo.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 24, check 24. Hey! Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
8.
Check pass.
Third and long, it's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Mike spot 4.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Right there.
Rodgers now going to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
26.
Mike spot 9. Wants to run. They're running it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike's 59. In the face.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look at this.
Rodgers going to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Crosby puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton completes it to Samuel. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Gun.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Express.
Bandit. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
On first down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
180.
42. Yeah. Two times.
Yeah. 8.
Now it's Newton. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let him know, let him know. Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Newton. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
We got work.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, that's Allison. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now Rodgers running the option right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Packers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.